The southern U.S. border with Mexico is the focus of political debate over illegal immigration. But human dramas play out every day along the border. The conflict pits U.S. ranchers and residents against migrants trying to cross the border illegally. Dateline: Nogales, Arizona, June 6, 2010.
Some property owners in southern Arizona look out over Mexico from their back porches. Glenn Spencer lives on the border. He says he is trying to stop a flood of illegal immigrants.
That's Mexico right there. They come right through that hole in the fence. There's no fence. They come across this barrier right up here. The Border Patrol cameras cannot see us here.
The U.S. Border Patrol often checks this area, including Spencer's property, but he says many border crossers still get through. Spencer created a private organization called American Border Patrol to monitor the border. The group has been criticized as racist, but Spencer says this has nothing to do with race, just with border security. Across the border in Mexico, the quiet town of Nogales receives a steady flow of attempted border crossers who have been deported from the American side. The Migrant Resource Center is run by American volunteers who hear many stories of dangerous crossings. The volunteers offer food and medical help. Arizona artist Peter Young helps at the center.
The people we deal with are the people who have tried to cross the border and who have failed to cross the border.
He says some crossers make it through the border region after several tries, while others get discouraged. Some stories end tragically. More than 200 suspected border crossers died in the desert near Tucson last year. Drug cartels control much of the human smuggling, and some migrants are victims of violence, including rape. In addition, an American rancher was killed this year, and authorities say it was probably the work of a Mexican drug smuggler. This woman, named Artemia, was deserted by her smuggler in the desert. Now she faces a dilemma. She says she lived in the U.S. city of Indianapolis for 7 years. She returned to Mexico after her father died and was arrested twice trying to return with her 19-year-old daughter. She has 2 American-born sons, 5 and 7 years old, who are staying with her sister in the United States. Artemia says the boys may have to join her in Mexico. She gets help from Catholic priests and nuns who run a charity in the Mexican town of Nogales. Most migrants are from small villages, and Catholic priest Pete Neely says many are victimized at the border.
Trusting somebody that they shouldn't trust and getting themselves, losing their money or losing their identification papers or, whatever they're carrying.
Church members offer food and guidance.
Los que quieren acompañarme en rezar esta oración.
To the north in Arizona, resident Bill Odell wants more border security, but he feels sympathy for the migrants, including a woman that he met on his property.
She's lost. Her group left her. She's in a foreign country. She's heard stories about how bad us gringos are, and so it's really heart-rending, real sad.
Those who live and work on the border say the problems are complicated, involving demands for better security and pleas for help from desperate migrants. These human stories, they say, are often lost behind the policy debates. Mike O'Sullivan, VOA News, Nogales, Arizona.
Historic California News is a Mike O'Sullivan podcast.